Hello everybody, this is Dr. Shukkumar B. Surapur, Associate Professor and Research Guide, Department of Education, Karnataka State, Akka Mahadevi Women's University, Vijaypura. Today we shall focus on framing research objectives and hypotheses. The concept is very clear. What is research objective? Objectives and hypotheses play a vital role in every part of the research. What is this research objective? Research objective is a clear, concise, declarative statement. Keep in mind, research objective is a clear, concise, declarative statement. So that helps to investigate the variables under the study. The variables selected by the researcher for their study. That's the objective will help to study the variables. Now, the very important point is when we have to frame the objective. Objectives must always be set after having formulated a good research question. Every researcher need objectives after formulating a research question or problem. And now the question is how these objectives are to be framed. What are the criteria? From the concepts, we can frame the objectives. From review of literature, we can frame the objectives. From research articles, we can frame the objectives. Now, the important point is how we have to frame the objectives. That is very important task for every researcher. We have to start with the infinite verbs. Those are to identify, to establish, to describe, to determine, to estimate, to develop, to compare, to analyze. Like this, we have to frame the objectives. When we undertake a research study on a particular research problem or question. For example, a study on mental health, professional adjustment, and their influence on teaching excellence among secondary school teachers. Now, how we have to frame the objectives? Here it is an example what I given to you people. The objectives can be framed like this: to study mental health of secondary school teachers. Second one, to study professional adjustment of secondary school teachers. And the very important aspect is third one, to study teaching excellence of secondary school teachers. So this is how we have to frame the objectives. So I have given an example to you people, and we have to frame the objectives. It is an example. So next is very important aspect, that is based on the objectives what you have framed. Now the specific objectives. Specific objectives are detailed objectives what shall be researched. So keep in mind, general objectives leads to, if you frame, once you have research problem, based on that you frame the objectives. Based on the general objectives, you can frame specific objectives. So what are these specific objectives? These specific objectives stems from general objectives, and the sources of specific objectives are research statement, and that variables, general objectives what I told a couple of seconds ago to you people, and review of literature from Shodhaganga and ResearchGate, research articles. So From these sources, we can frame the specific objectives. Now, how we have to frame the general objectives? For example, general objectives universal in nature to study mental health of secondary school teachers. What we have taken a problem a couple of seconds ago that I have shown to you people. So, general objectives to study mental health of secondary school teachers, and specific objectives should be specific and particular in nature. So, keep in mind the general objectives are universal in nature, whereas specific objectives are specific and particular in nature. So, based on this general objectives to study mental health of secondary school teachers, we have to frame specific objectives. So, specific objectives should be to study mental health of male secondary school teachers. So, based on the general objectives, we have framed to study the mental health of male secondary school teachers. And second one, to study mental health of female secondary school teachers. And third one, to study mental health of urban secondary school teachers. And fourth one, to study mental health of rural secondary school teachers. And fifth one, to study mental health of government secondary school teachers. And sixth one, to study mental health of private secondary school teachers. So, based on one general objective, we have framed 6 specific objectives. That's why I told you specific objectives should be specific and particular in nature. Now, importance of the objectives. So, the first is feature of a good research study. So, if you frame a very specific and relevant objectives, those will help us in doing a good research study. And second one, the objectives will show us direction. So third point, the objectives will give us clarity regarding our research study. And fourth one, objectives will tell us the analysis part, the methods adopted for our research study. Now, let us take the concept of hypothesis. So, hypothesis is plural. Hypothesis is the plural. Two words here, hypo plus thesis. So, that leads to hypothesis, that is singular. Whereas, hypothesis is plural. If we add SES, that is plural, and SIS is a singular. So, what is this hypo? Hypo means tentative or subject to the verification. Whereas thesis means statement about solution of a problem. So, what it leads? It leads to, the meaning leads to tentative statement about the solution of the problem. Okay. So, operational definition of this hypothesis. Let us see. Operational definition. Hypo means composition of two or more variables which are to be verified. Thesis means position of these variables in the specific frame of reference. This is operation definition. So, brilliant guess about the solution of a problem. So, these two together, hypo and thesis together will lead to brilliant guess about the solution of a problem. So, keep in mind, brilliant guess is very important here. Brilliant guess about the solution of a problem. So, what it includes? The hypothesis includes the variables, the population, the relationship between the variables, and the relationship should be specific. So, hypothesis from to be stated. So, null hypothesis. How we have to frame the hypothesis? Hypothesis form to be stated in the form of null hypothesis, that is denoted as H naught. So keep in mind, hypothesis form to be stated always in null hypothesis, that is H naught. Next, sources of this hypothesis. It is very important. Sources, theoretical background of the study. will help us to frame the hypothesis. Of course, general objectives leads to specific objectives. Specific objectives will help us to frame the hypothesis. Apart from that, the hypothesis uh, shall be framed based on the theoretical background, knowledge, wide reading experience, familiarity with existing practices, specialization of an education field, published articles, abstract research journals, seminars, current trends, extension of the investigation. So based on these sources and knowledge about all these sources will help us to frame the hypothesis. And one more, personal experiences plays a vital role in framing the hypothesis. That's why we have to involve ourselves in the research studies. Types of hypothesis: simple hypothesis, complex hypothesis, directional hypothesis, non-directional hypothesis, associative hypothesis, causal hypothesis, inductive and deductive hypothesis, null hypothesis, and very important aspect, one more is uh, the last one, which help us to uh, frame the hypothesis for research studies. And research is having its own meaning if it's have research hypothesis. That's very important aspect. These are the types of hypothesis. Now coming to the next part, how to frame the hypothesis. That is very important. So I told you general objectives leads to specific objectives leads to hypothesis. So hypothesis stems from specific objectives. Those are the main sources. And this to be stated in null form to be verified statistically. So null form of hypothesis is statistically verified. Specific objectives, specific and particular in nature. Let us see. We have taken one specific objective in the previous slide, that is to study mental health of male secondary school teachers. And one more, to study mental health of female secondary school teachers. And to study mental health of urban secondary school teachers. To study mental health of rural secondary school teachers. To study mental health of private secondary school teachers. So hypothesis based on specific objectives. I repeat once again, general objectives are very important. If you want to frame the general objectives, you should have a good research question or research problem. So that leads to framing the general objectives. And general objectives will help you to frame the specific objectives. And specific objectives will help you to frame the hypothesis. Hypothesis based on the specific objectives. Let us see how we have to frame the hypothesis. There is no significant difference between mental health of male and female secondary school teachers. So this is how we have to frame the hypothesis based on the specific objectives. That is what I have given: to study mental health of male secondary school teachers, to study mental health of male secondary school teachers. So one more is to study mental health of urban secondary school teachers, and fourth one is to study mental health of rural secondary school teachers. So based on the third and fourth, first and second, we have framed the hypothesis. Based on the third and fourth, let us see how we have to frame. There is no significant difference between mental health of urban and rural secondary school teachers. So this is how we have to frame the specific objectives. And last, fifth one and sixth one, to study mental health of government secondary school teachers, to study mental health of private secondary school teachers. So based on these two last specific objectives, let us see how we have to frame the hypothesis. There is no significant difference between mental health of government and private secondary school teachers. So this is how we have to frame the hypothesis. So frame general objectives, specific objectives, and hypothesis. Let us see an example. A study on influence of family climate, school adjustment on academic achievement in mathematics among secondary school students. This is just a research question example what I am giving to you to frame the general objectives, specific objectives, and hypothesis. Second one, the problem is a study on influence of home environment, social adjustment on kabaddi player aspirants among secondary school students. And third one, a study on influence of public attitude, social adjustment on HIV/AIDS patients. So based on these three problems, you have to frame the hypothesis, general objectives, specific objectives, and hypothesis. Just you practice based on the my earlier example given, and general objectives, specific objectives, and hypothesis what I have framed. In that manner only you frame the general objectives, specific objectives, and hypothesis. So next important is very important points to be remembered throughout your research study is uh, those are very important aspect: general objectives, specific objectives, hypothesis. 60% of research work is over. So research problem, general objectives, specific objectives, hypothesis framing. If you did all these things, then 60% of research work is over. So thank you for your patient hearing. So wear the mask, maintain the social distance, and let us join our hands together to fight against this pandemic corona 2019. So don't forget to subscribe the YouTube channel.